Should we do our little awards real quick? I'll just run through mine.
Yeah, weekly awards. I do have some. I was able to chalk up some right before we recorded. So I do have a few. Yeah, I've got all the awards actually. So, yeah.
All right, cool. So I'll just run through mine real quick. We'll run through ours real quick. We'll do some. Should we do pick-ups for next week?
Yeah, we'll run
Might
through
as
the
well.
awards and just do pick-ups real quick.
And then we'll let you guys go. All right. So moment of the week so far, and we could have, like I said, we still have a game tonight. It could change. Moment of the week though, I have Harrison Jr.'s second touchdown because I did watch that live, and we were already like freaking out in our group chat about Marva's first touchdown, and then as that's happening, this dude just catches a wide open pass and then space jams it into the end zone. That was electric. Player of the week, offensive, I have Marvin Harrison Jr. For his breakout game, finally his welcome to the NFL game, and then
Exactly.
Aiden Hutchinson on defense for 4.5 sacks. That was an easy choice there. And then my riser of the week, there's a lot of them, and I'm probably gonna make a separate power rankings video maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, just because we still have another game to be played, and I'll talk about more of the other ones. But my biggest riser right now is the Saints, the New Orleans Saints, who just completely shattered expectations this week. And my biggest faller is going to be the LA Rams for getting their asses kicked, even with Cooper Kupp in the game, by the Arizona Cardinals. And that's it.
Yeah, so for my offensive player of the week, I'm going to go with Alvin Kamara. He had a fantastic game, kind of looked like that prime Alvin Kamara when he scored 6 total touchdowns on Christmas and was literally the entire Saints offense, minus like Michael Thomas back in the day. So, got to give the nod to him as much as I would like to give the nod to guys like Kyler Murray
I'm
or
surprised you
Marvin
do
Harrison.
Marv.
Well, he did have a really good game, but I just think Alvin Kamara had a
I'm glad
slightly
we had
better
two
game.
different ones though.
Yeah. And but yeah, I could have went with like Marv or Kyler, but I feel like Kamara was the best offensive player so far this week. Like I said, anything could happen tonight, but
So real quick, I just want to point out that when I do my offensive player of the week, I'm not necessarily doing who has the best stat line, but just like the storyline and everything too. Like with
That's
Marv
fair.
struggling,
Yeah.
and finally he breaks out. That's kind of why I
kind of coming back from like how he wasn't very like used last week.
Yeah.
That's fair. And then for my defensive player of the week, mine was also Aiden Hutchinson. It's kind of hard to go with somebody else when they single-handedly kept their team in the game, which, I mean, is kind of worrisome for the Lions because, I mean, the rest of the team's got to do something. But, yeah, Aiden Hutchinson had a fantastic game, almost made history there. So, yeah. And then for my moment, it's funny you went with Marv's second touchdown. So I went with his first one
It's perfect.
because, I mean, if you look at, like...
I just didn't see the first one. I didn't turn on the game yet.
I mean...
I think I was watching the ending to the. I was watching the ending to the Ravens and Raiders game instead of watching that.
Yeah. But I mean, it's kind of both like an award to Kyler as well as Marv because if you look at the throw, not many quarterbacks in the league are making that type of throw. Just because Marv was pretty covered, like, and the way that Kyler had to throw that ball, it had to be damn near perfect for Marv to get to it, and he did. So that was really good stuff. And then for my riser, I'm gonna go with the Patriots, just because they've looked a lot better than people thought they would throughout these first 2 weeks. But I will give the nod to the Saints as well because, I mean, I think they're back into NFC South contention. Then again, that's not a very good division, so it's not hard to do that. But they looked a lot better than we thought they would. And then for my fallers, I'm going to go with 2 teams that actually played each other in week 1, the Rams and the Lions. Kind of worried about the Lions just because, mainly it's because of their quarterback. Like, I don't think Jared Goff has looked super great. Like, he didn't look how he kind of looked really, really good last year.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
fair.
Like it seems like he's been a lot more prone to mistakes, and it's kind of worrisome because I mean if he's not on, then that's really not good.
Yeah.
So because that's like your offense for the last 2 years is kind of like your powerhouse for the Lions, and now, and you did make upgrades on the defense, but if that's going to be your kind of your focal point instead of the offense, you're still going to need your offense to be as close to what they were last year.
Right.
So it's a little bit worrisome for the Lions. And then for the Rams, like you kind of shit the bed last week or yesterday. So it's kind of hard not to put you down a little bit. And then just these injuries are kind of not good this early in the season. You have your offensive line's pretty depleted. Your wide receiver core is even more depleted right now, depending on what the status for Cooper Cup is. So yeah, it's not good stuff. I will highlight though, Jared Verse has looked pretty good because he was on that one Kyler scramble play for Elijah Higgins. He was putting a lot of pressure on Kyler Murray. It's just Kyler Murray is just apparently impossible to tackle when he does that. When he just runs around like Mr. Krabs. So yeah.
That's actually a perfect way to put how he runs because that's
No,
it's
there's
so
a
distinct.
video I saw on Twitter of like one of his like scramble plays like that, and it's just like they put the sound of like Mr. Krabs running like over it. It was so funny, dude.